G'day viewers, well, I got me a Dr. Sniffler, a Mr. Sniffy. Hey, good reviews about this online, so I ordered one. And so far so good. I've checked it works with pretty much anything. It definitely works with difluoroethane cans. I just tested it again and did some checks and calibrations and it works quite well. Right over this fridge with it, and yeah, there's absolutely nothing that this thing, they couldn't find any leaks on this fridge at all. It's set to 4 on the thermostat. It works quite well. It cycles on, cycles off, defrosts. The clock even keeps time. This thing is absolutely awesomely working. Nice. So I'll do a demonstration. When you turn this thing on, you're going to have it in fresh air for 6 seconds. Let it initialise. Inside here is a tiny little ozone arc. And if you block this off, yeah, you don't touch it, you put it near something, but don't touch anything with it, and don't get contaminants in there. Best way to work this thing. On the highest sensitivity possible. So Mr. Sniffler, Dr. Sniffler's going to sniff these patch points. I've already done this off camera, but I'm going to do this as a demonstration, as you can see. Nothing. Not a leak at all. See, nothing at all, nothing. Not detecting anything there. Just to prove you can actually test it with your finger. That's what it should do when it finds a leak, even the slightest leak. Now it says detects HFCs and all CFC refrigerants. I think I tested it on some difluoroethane, that's a HFC, so that definitely does work, confirms that. I know I tested on some propane, like LPG, which is a hydrocarbon. R600A, it also says in the box it detects R600A. Let's try that. But I'm going to get some propane from my torch, and we'll open my propane torch up. A little bit of propane out, and we'll just do a demonstration on hydrocarbon, that is. No. No. So it is right, it doesn't detect hydrocarbon refrigerants. The box instructions says R600A it detects, but that's a hydrocarbon, so that's wrong. You need a different detector for that. For example, if this stuff leaks out, I can't detect it with this, because that's a hydrocarbon. You need a different detector, specific for hydrocarbons. So, this detects quite a lot of gases, and it's a very, very, very accurate and reliable detector. It does not work with hydrocarbons, as I've just pointed out with propane, for example. It's not going to work with high chill, because high chill is a blend of R600A and R290 propane butane. Just to prove that, I'm going to try a can of straight butane, or isobutane I think it is. R600 is butane, R600A is isobutane. I've tried butane in a big lighter and it didn't have much results. So I put isobutane such as this in a big lighter and it works. So there's a big difference there. So if I let this out, I put the camera down like that. I should be able to just gently depress it with my fingernail. So first we'll initialise and calibrate. This won't detect hydrogen from a car battery that's charging. I did put it over the vents of a car battery charging, and it doesn't pick up hydrogen. So this here. Let's get some of this in there. Yes, detects isobutane, which is what this is, but it won't detect propane. So what's it? That's not too bad. It's a pretty good detector. So if you want something specific for hydrocarbons like high chill, then you need a different detector. Freeze spray. Got that same nozzle on here, so I can use this with that thing I made for the difluoroethane. This nozzle's the same. I can use this can to charge up a fridge. This is straight 134A. I've got some bloody surface rust on that. That's not good. No leaks. Yeah, it's just straight R134A. You can buy this legally in Australia over the counter. It's the same stuff you can buy that you can't buy with a tap on it for the valve. Same sort of can, but this is designed to be sprayed in the atmosphere. Just do a quick spray. Not much, eh? Bit of liquid. There you go, liquid. Pick it a liquid. liquid up, evaporating, it's still detecting it. That liquid's evaporating, it's still detecting it. No, I rubbed it off my finger, but it's still picking it up. This thing is very good. There's only a small drip, it evaporated, and I was rubbing it off with my finger, and I can't see the mark, but it still picked it up. So this is a good little detector. It's a Dr. Sniffler. It's a good little asset to have. It's a very reasonable priced product, so definitely recommend getting one of these. And I'll probably get a hydrocarbon one, specific for hydrocarbons too, for especially the way refrigerants are going nowadays. They seem to favour only hydrocarbons, so especially when you got your barbecue or any gas appliance, as well as soapy water detecting. One of those for for hydrocarbons wouldn't be a bad investment. But the detector is very, very, very reliable. That works very well. I sniffed out the meter miser. That didn't detect any gas. So my repair for the terminals to stop the oil coming out has actually worked. It's a very, 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 very slow leak initially, but I did sniff inside this fridge and around the compressor where the oil leak was. That thing couldn't pick it up. And it does detect R114 CFCs, and it didn't pick anything up, so this thing's not leaking. I'm going to do a quiet spray just to stop the surface rust, but it's not quite the right colour, but I don't really, I'm probably just going to polish it up as it is. Anyway, Dr. Sniffy works really well. But yeah, I did go behind this fridge as I said before, went around the compressor with Dr. Sniffler, went around the service valve and detected no leaks. So although it doesn't say, it does pick up R152A. I only let this loose a little tiny whiff. What was in there, detected, it still detected it, so a bloody good little detector. I've also got me a can of Sun ISO compressor oil. This is compatible with all current refrigerants as well. Difluoroethane included, as well as high chill, this stuff. This is a cheaper one, which is actually a pretty good oil. I've used about probably 400ml. I've got one compressor topped up. Panasonic compressor. I did top this one here up. I used it as a vacuum pump, topped that up. And this here I was using as an air compressor, and I had air tool, Maury's air tool oil in it. I flushed it out and I filled this up with Sun ISO oil. But yeah, that one just started spurting oil out when I topped up, so that's not a bad thing. This one here wasn't actually spurting oil. I probably put about 300ml in there, which is a bit much, but it splashes and splashes and hasn't sprayed any oil out yet. I think it will, I just didn't give it time. I didn't want that for long. But anyway, that's just to flush all the Maury's air tool oil out of there. So pretty, I want to use this for refrigerant again, because these are pretty good little compressors, these Panasonics. Anyway, as I said, it's compatible with all these compressors, these older compressors, Sun ISO, which is good. Good value for money oil. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.